Attorneys, I don't want putting together a resume to be a heavy lift, but your resume cannot just be a recitation of your career. It needs to create a visual of who you are as an attorney, and that visual needs to fit what the prospective employer is looking for. You need to make it easy for that person to see why they should meet you. It has to tell a compelling story. And yes, you usually send a cover letter or cover email with your resume, but that doesn't always get looked at. Your resume does. So let's spend a little time on that. Attorneys love facts, right? I love facts. I was an attorney. I get it. But I don't want you to include so many facts about your career on this document that it has the reverse effect and dilutes your message or your visual. Instead, ask yourself, what position am I trying to get, and what does the employer need to see or know about me for me to get the interview? When it comes to your job description specifically, of course, you want to have bullet points about the summary of your practice, any specific industry or client concentration, your breadth and depth of relevant skills, the level of or role you've played on your matters or your deals, any notable successes and accomplishments, and then anything additional that might show who you are at your job, at your firm, like any training initiatives, any committees you've been asked to be on. But the key to each of these is that it should be tailored to the position you want. If it isn't additive to creating your visual, I don't want you to include it. Now, that doesn't mean I don't want there to be gaps on your resume. Of course, include everywhere you were employed, include the title, but if it's not particularly relevant to what you are looking to do now or the job you're trying to get, please don't flush it out the way that you might think to. And there's certainly a lot more you can think about with respect to putting together a strong resume. I can help you with that. Anyone at Cardinal can help with that. But hopefully, thinking through it with this lens will make it a little easier to put together the document that's going to get you the interview. So reach out with questions and stay tuned for future videos on cover letters, deal sheets, matter summaries, all the things that you are going to need to get that interview.